Hello and welcome to African Living Abroad. I am Jamhuri and I'm here to share my international experiences, build bridges between cultures with the hope of making the world a better place. I consider myself a social observer, an interpreter of social events, a commentator, and a storyteller. I would like to share my thoughts about September 11th, and that was yesterday. And it has to do with the Twin Towers in New York that were brought down by two airplanes a few years ago, many years ago. And there have been many videos, many messages recorded about that event. And I have not really had the chance to talk about my experience. At that time, I was living in Germany, and I was at an event, a social event, where I was presenting cultural experiences with the families. We had been practicing for a few weeks with the children and with the youth and with a social worker who invited me to share my story and my culture. And I had prepared a song to share with the people, and I didn't realize then, but I think I have been a bridge builder, cross-cultural bridge builder for a long time. So early in the morning, I left home, and my first event presentations went very well. The people were singing, the people were very in high spirits because they left home early as well. And later on in the afternoon, I could barely get the people excited. They were down, they weren't singing, they weren't engaging, and I thought I was doing something wrong. It was really tough in the afternoon. It was until I got home that afternoon or that evening that I was greeted by the news, the sad news of the Twin Towers. And I got to watch what was unfolding. And I realized what had happened, that in the afternoon, the people had watched the videos, the news, and they were really heavy in spirit. And I also realized the role that I was playing. I mean, later on, it dawned onto me that I was right in the center of sharing a song that I had written maybe months before that, because Europe was in turmoil at that time as well, and Europe needed a lot of healing with the war in Kosovo and all that. And my role was working with my pain and frustration was through song. And this was my prayer. It's actually a prayer to God to save the children and to save the people and to bring harmony into the world. And so I wanted to share that story today. Maybe this is the right time to share my story, because we each had a role to play on that day. We were all affected. And I want to say my prayers and my thoughts to the families that suffered under that catastrophic event. The world has never been the same. And even now in 2023, we are still trying to understand. And those that are watching the news from alternative media, you will understand that story much better, how it came to be and what it means and who was involved and what the true story really is about that day. And I am a seeker of truth, and I go also, that's why I'm a lot in alternative media and to understand the world, because in 2023, I do understand that life is not the way we have been brought to believe, that we have been fed to believe is the truth and the only truth. So I guess in that spirit, I am telling my story today, and I guess I have the courage now to talk about it. And I just thought about it today, so I will share it. And let's make the world a better place. Let us encourage one another, and let us be better human beings than we were last year or the years before that, because this last few years we have been transformed. Since 2019 until now, I believe you are not the same. I am not the same. And we understand things much better than now. We see clearly than we did in the past. We know the truth. The truth is also seeking us. And those of us who've been chosen to speak the truth despite our fear, we are here. We are speaking it. I am a songwriter as well, and I express myself through songs. So I will share a song here that I'd written about the world and what I desired for the world and for the children. Also realize that my role in that day, that while things were happening and while people had watched the news and had come to the event with very sad feelings, I was presenting a message of building bridges. I was sharing a song to heal the world. For God, it was actually a prayer for God to protect the earth and that we can live in peace and harmony. And things were really happening. I think it was a prophetic song. And I hope that the people at that time were also healed by that song. But actually, I had no idea what had happened in the background. And I want to, over the years, I have tried to really understand how humanity can be so evil. Not everybody, but certain group of people that enjoy life when they destroy the life of other people. And I've understood that there are so many systems that planned those things to destroy others, and they get a kick out of it. And I want to say in that song anew, we want to live in peace, we want to live in harmony under the protection of the Creator, to protect us, to protect our children. And at this time, there's a movie that has come out. It's called The Sound of Freedom. And it's about saving the children from the evil one. And I believe those evil people are the ones are connected to the toppling of those, or destruction of the Twin Towers. And I'm taking my work very seriously, sharing these stories and knowing my role, that I share things that are really difficult to talk about. But I have no other means to live my life peacefully, because I feel that I have been given that role to share these things, to warn people, to heal, to help heal the world. And so I decided today I am going to tell that story. And I think also of the families who lost their loved ones in that very tragic event. It is very, very difficult to forget it. It's very difficult to heal from. And people say time heals. I don't know. It takes a long time to forget such pain. And I wish that the families of the survivors, or those that were maimed by that tragedy, I wish you healing of your spirit, healing of your body, healing of your mind and your emotions. And even as you continue to try to forgive, it may take a very, very long time. And I do understand. And there may be people that may not want to forget, or to forgive. That is also very understandable. So I dedicate this video to you. And I have created that song, or I have recorded that song just on my way here, that I can share it. And I hope that it can be of comfort to you. Please comment on this video, even if it was, I don't know, if it was of any help to you. Please comment it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And I wish you strength in this life. I wish you hope and trust in the divine, that there are many things we may never understand. And I will not try to explain how things work, how the divine Creator works. But what I know is we need peace on earth. We need harmony. We need love. And we need to bridge the gap between people. We need to bring us, one another, closer so we can understand one another and we see that we are one. Then when I see you in me and you see me in you. And we see that the Creator is there for all of us. And then we may be persuaded to put our weapons down and to embrace one another and to work together to make the world a better place. Almighty God, our Father, protector of the earth, save our world from the evil one. We want to live in peace. We want to live in harmony. We want to live in peace. We want to live in harmony. Almighty God, our Father, protector of the earth, save our children from the evil one. We want to live in peace. We want to live in harmony. We want to live in peace. We want to live in harmony. Almighty God, our Father, protector of the earth, save our world from the evil one. We want to live in peace. We want to live in harmony. We want to live in peace. We want to live in harmony. Almighty God, our Father, protector of the earth, save our children from the evil one. We want to live in peace. We want to live in harmony. We want to live in peace. We want to live in harmony.